So exciting.
Alive.
It's alive! Welcome, YouTube. The Uber tubes. Okay. This goes here. This goes here. And I think we are ready. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is good. Hello, fellow Galactic listeners. I'm Todd Hoffman, and this is WSCR Galactic Public Access, a Star Wars podcast. Welcome to episode 374. We hope you're doing well with everything going on. We want to continue to be a platform that promotes positivity, life, hope, and a little Star Wars along the way. Today, we're returning to an ongoing series called Legends Lore. We're looking at the Dark Horse comic book series, The Dark Empire. But before we look at the OG, somehow Emperor Palpatine returned. Let's see who we got here. Miss Carla Jackalone.
For the record, people, I don't know much about anything in this episode, so it's gonna be a lot of Todd talk.
Are you drinking already, Carla?
Listen.
It's all good. It's all good. Okay. Miss
Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday. Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay. Heather and Aaron have the night off, so it's just us two goobers, and we're going to try to do our best to make this work. One has read the comic, one has not. What could go wrong? Let's check out this news. Tease the news, Carla.
Okay. We have, first up, space pirates, and funny enough, it's appropriate because today's International Talk Like a Pirate Day.
It is not. It is not. Oh my gosh. I've been missing this the whole day. Oh.
Yeah.
Arr, matey. All right.
Yes, so space pirate. Then we have the end is near. What?
Okay. Very.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I know.
ominous.
It's ominous.
Yes.
Mhm.
And so you're saying they have a max?
What could that be?
What's that?
What? Yeah. If you're in the know, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
already
that's-
know, so-
You already know. You already know.
But still, stick around.
But still, stick around. Yeah, exactly. You might not need the official decoder ring to figure that one out, but yeah. So, okay, without any further ado, let's get into our main topic. All right. So, if you know this too, Spotify does this thing called Spotify Unwrapped. Are you familiar with this, Carla?
Is that where, like, at the end of the year, they tell you
Yes.
stats?
Yeah,
Everything you've listened to.
they have this fun little video tile package where they say, here's some fun stats, and so, like, if you're a personal user, like if you're just listening to music, it's like, this is your favorite band you listen to and all that stuff. But they also do that for the podcast. So they like, we have all these kind of little fun facts. So one of the most interesting fun facts was that last year for 2023, our most listened to episode was an episode from 2019. And that was episode 113. So we're going back. We're going back, bro. This is pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And our topic was Legends Lore, the Yuuzhan Vong, which are this really nasty little race of aliens they just nasty aliens. And that was our most listened to episode. So I was like, I guess we have to go back to Legends Lore. We haven't broached this series in a long time, so it's time to go back, get back into Legends. So again, what this means is that what we're thinking Legends is basically pre-Disney. I know that's hard to believe now, but this is pre-Disney, during the dark times, if you will. So I thought it would be good to kind of kick it off with Dark Empire. So we were talking briefly before the show. You're like, I've never read this series. What is going on? What is happening? Do you know of this at all, or no?
I know of like the Yuzhan Vong and all that, yeah.
Right.
But like, I'm just not a comic. Like, it's just not my avenue. Not just with Star Wars, with like anything. Like Todd and I were talking pre-show.
Yeah.
And I've read one comic. And it was on my Kindle.
Right.
Like, I didn't even finish it. Like,
it's
just not. My brain
just not,
doesn't soak it in the way.
But you are an avid reader. You like to read. You like to read. Yeah. Okay. Just not comics. Yeah. Yay. I'm educated, So okay. So that's fine. It's okay. So you know nothing really, which is great. This is great. So you're going to be surprised of what you're going to find out with Dark Empire. But so during the Dark Times, there's basically the books that Bantam Clearinghouse or Press or whatever had. Del Rey, I think it was Del Rey, actually. I don't know. They had all the books, and then Dark Horse had the license for the comics, And so obviously they needed something. And so Dark Empire, it comes after the infamous Thrawn trilogy of Timothy Zahn time frame. So there's a lot that happens in this Dark Empire series. So and in fact, we'll get into it very quickly. I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to say this. Disney might have stole some ideas from Dark Empire. Just throwing it out there.
No, they didn't.
They dipped into the EU and said, wow, you guys actually wrote this better. We'll just pick this right up. And yes. Okay. So I'm going to read this this is coming from Wikipedia. So just bear with me with some of the stuff, but you kind of, you get the gist. So it's a meta series. So basically, there's 3 series because Star Wars love trilogies. So there's so this is written by Tom Veitch and drawn by Cam Kennedy. And dude, it is solid from top to bottom. So this trilogy picks up 6 years after the Return of the Jedi and a year after Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy, which was 91 to 93. So there's basically Dark Emperor 1, Dark Emperor 2, and then Emperor's End. And so the original published date for this was 1991, dude.
I was a single year old.
I was 1 digit. Okay, well, this is also this is explaining some things. Yes, this is explaining some things. Like I didn't get like, so I was still in high school here. So I'm in high school. You were 1 year old. But I didn't hear about this till much later because I didn't hear it till like, dude, have you read this series? I'm like, no. And it was like a couple years old by then. I was like, it was a great thing. So it has spawned audio dramas. It has some action figures. I got some Dark Empire action figures over here. Yeah. And basically, it is here's the pitch. So according to Veitch, he pitched the franchise creator George Lucas the idea of a different George Lucas. I don't know if I like this, but okay. So he said he pitched the idea, a different character wearing Darth Vader's armor, which Lucas rejected. How dare you have somebody wear something? He said he said he would allow Palpatine's return, as well as his use of a clone body. Does this sound familiar, Carla?
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, it says, however, Star Wars Insider series of retrospective on the creation of the series in 2025 clarified that Vetch editorial contact through development of series was actually Lucy Wilson. So wait, is he lying about meeting George? I don't think he would do that. Well, it says, okay, this is what it says. It says, Tom Vetch, the story he wrote, we're kind of letting people do whatever they wanted then. He wrote a story. I didn't ask George anything. Oh. Well, okay. All right, little T here. I don't know what's going on. But Dark Empire 1 was 6 issues, 91 to 92. Dark Empire 2 came out 6 issues, 94, 95. And then the final installment, Empire's End, had 2 issues, which was published in 95.
I was 5 years old.
Oh my gosh. Great. Well, you can get it on paperback anytime. All right. So let's just dive into the plot. Okay, so we're 6 years after Return of the Jedi. Again, like in Disney time, this is Mandalorian time, basically, right? Mm-hmm. So we got the whole gang. Got to have the gang, So you got Han, Leia, Chewie, C-3PO, heading to a planet to rescue Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, and Lando. So they're holding out on Imperial tax. You get the checks. All right, so Luke sees the storm as okay. So the rebels successfully rescued the survivors, but a massive energy storm appears. Luke sees the storm as a large disturbance in the Force and asks everybody leave him behind. He lets himself be devoured by the storm. He's like, just leave it behind. I got this, guys. So then Task Force returns to Rebel Fleet. Rebel commanders discuss the appearance of Imperials coming out of the deep core and discover Admiral Akbar, know him, love him, homeworld of Mon Calamari, is now under attack by a fleet of Imperial war machines. Now these are cool. These are
now. You don't mess with Geel Akbar, baby.
No. Okay, this is cool. It's called World Devastators. The machines are designed to convert everything in their path into raw materials from building more war machines on the spot. So these are like giant. They're just giant things that just devour the whole planet. It's not cool, man. So Lando leads another task force towards the second captured Star Destroyer, leading a charge to aid the Mon Calamari defense. So Rebels stealing some Star Destroyers. Pretty cool. Okay. All right. Meanwhile, Luke awakes. This almost feels like a filibuster. It's like, okay. Yeah. Luke awakes from the light of the Force in the storm and finds out he's on board an old Imperial prison ship heading to Biss. Now, if you know anything, not Biff, not Sith, Biss, BYSS. This is one of this is a dark world, not this Exegol crap. This is like the real deal. Okay. The ship docks. Luke is closely and escorted to a chamber where he is stunned to see Emperor Palpatine alive.
Oh, man.
The Emperor explains, as all evil villains do, he revived himself in a clone body that makes Luke doubt any attempt to kill him, knowing he will quickly manifest into another clone. Sensing the futility of seeing the horror of what is happening in Mon Calamari, Luke humbly surrenders to becoming the Emperor's new apprentice. What? Okay. So here's the thing. Zahn set this up. So Zahn had clones in his trilogy. Basically, if you're familiar with that material, essentially, the cloning facilities of the Clone Wars were all shut down. But Palpatine had a little sneak on the side that was in this mountain, Mount Tannis, which is also featured in the Bad Batch. That's a different story for a different day. But basically, he had his own little side gig going on because he wanted to continue to do cloning. Now, again, we didn't know about Caminos yet, or all that kind of stuff. We didn't know about that, but we did know, like, the only cloning we know about is obviously what was said with Obi-Wan, right? So you fought in the Clone Wars, right? So, but Zahn kind of set that up where there was Armand always loved saying this, Luke, because in Timothy Zahn's book, there is a clone of Luke, and he's Luuke. Luke. Yeah, and then Joris Seabath, am I saying that right? I think he was a clone of Obi-Wan. He was kind of a crazy old guy, but
wasn't there speculation that who was it? Was him?
You're bringing out some speculations.
Oh my gosh. Was it Ahsoka? Balin's skull? Didn't people think that?
Oh, yeah. Yes. You're right.
I remember.
Bringing it full circle. All right.
Yes.
So I almost said Leia. Jeez, my knees. Has visions of Luke being pulled to the dark side of the Force and wants to travel to Biss and save him. She and Han travel to Nar Shaddaa. Oh, yeah. We know that place. Trying to arrange a ship to bring them past Biss security network. Han reunites with smuggler friends Shug, Nix, Salazend, Mako Spince, and make it happen. Along the way, an old woman named Vima Da Bada, wow, a former Jedi who survived the Empire's purge, feels Leia's Force energy and gives her an old Jedi artifact. However, the Hutts have put a large bounty on Han and I was going to say again, Leia, and with Spince selling him out to Boba Fett. Revealed to have survived being devoured by the Sarlacc during the events of Return of the Jedi. Huh, that's so weird. The two escaped Nar Shaddaa aboard Salah's ship, the Starlight Intruder. Fun name. With the Falcon attached, Intruder has the proper codes to get inside Biss. Okay. Imperial security lets them through, but lock out a pursuing Fett. Oh, sorry, Boba Fett. Han, Leia, Chewie, and the droids are brought before Luke and Palpatine. Leia discovers that he holds hostage in a greater treasure, a mysterious and intelligent artifact called a Jedi holocron. This is the first.
What is that?
I'm telling you. A holographic cube that contains historical information about the Jedi. This is coming from Dark Empire, people. That's why you got to read the second text. When Leia discovers Palpatine is interested in possessing her third child, Ruh-roh, she steals the holocron and group and successfully breaks out of Biss while having to leave behind Luke again. Sorry, Luke. Luke faces the already failed Palpatine and destroys his clone tanks, but Palpatine possesses one living clone and subdues him to his will. Han travels to Mon Calamari as the Rebel Commando forces lay siege to the World Devastators, which have been shut down by a special master code Luke was able to steal and give to R2 and C-3PO for transmissions to machines. Nice. The Imperials aboard the machines still have factories running and attack the Rebels. R2 rigs the World Devastators to destroy each other. I love you, R2. As the Rebels celebrate Amon Calamari, Alliance's command determined that the World Devastators are part of a larger Imperial what-y? Offensive. Okay. So hold on one second there. I'm having some technical difficulties. I know you can't understand this, people, but Riverside saying recording has stopped.
Why?
I don't know. All right, am I back? Yes.
Back. Yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
It's
I don't know. It just said this. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Riverside hates us, but that's okay. Oh, sorry, Aaron. Oh, whatever. I can't know.
So
hold on. Sorry. No. Let's troubleshoot. Oh my gosh. It looks like it's recording.